Right, here I am, yeah, Mototechniks, look at that. Hot Paggio, Vespa, Aprilia, Motor Guzzi, the lot, yeah. Yamaha too, marvellous. Look at this, I'm on a Vespa, yeah, marvellous. Keyless ignition, watch this. Push it, turn it on, make sure that's on, pull the brake in, and we're off. Oh, look at that. It's a grey all day today, and I tell you what, it really goes when you give it a little tweak. Let's go. We're going to go out through the proper way for a change. Yeah, well, I don't know what he's doing, so I shall get through here. Just like that. Marvellous. I've ridden this before, but my mate over in Florida, he's got a red one, and he keeps sending me pictures of it, and I think, you know, I enjoyed it so much last time, maybe I should revisit and reconsider. Let's wait for this to get out of the way. I'll bring you back when there's a bit less traffic. We're off at last. Jeez. Right. So, yeah, at last. Can you believe it? What a kerfuffle getting out of there. So straight off, Vespa GTS 300. What can I say about it? Well, I can say straight off that it's got 24 brake horsepower or thereabouts, and 26 newton meters of torque, something like that. Not bad really, if you compare it to the 350 Royal Enfields. Yeah. And I shall get down here. Yeah. Take some getting used to. Sort of feet forward but not forward, sat in an armchair sort of position. But very smooth. I mean, it's just delightful. Yeah. What more can I say? These country lanes. Anvil sort of mirrors, I tell you what, it goes so easily. Twist and go, no gears, you know, variomatic or whatever they call it, I don't know, loose gravel, and all the wind protection you want down below, and you can even put a screen on it. Yeah, down to 30 miles an hour. Good for carrying stuff. You'll see when we do the walk round. It's just lovely. Economical to run. They come in some fantastic colours. And yeah, the sound, it's nothing to write home about, but it's a scooter, it's not a motorbike, so we're looking for different things, aren't we? What I'm gonna do, I think I shall go right through. So we're in Hawley, obviously. As you can see, it's a grey, murky old sort of day, and it's a bit nippy. So we'll get up here, and I'm gonna go down this way. Yeah, marvellous. You know, this is really, I think, and I don't mean to be derogatory about it, but I think for Freddie Dobbs this would be ideal. You know, well, I don't mean for Freddie Dobbs, I mean for what sort of thing he does, going to CAFs and stuff like that. Be ideal for popping about on this, wouldn't it? A bit of shopping, bit of everything, commuting to work, the lot. Be absolutely marvellous. Oh, we're going too quick. And it does get a shifty on. The speedo is the big numbers are kilometres an hour. The miles per hour underneath small. We've also got a temperature gauge there, fuel range, amount of fuel, and miles. Yeah, all the other little gadgets and stuff. Now, people think of these as being town sort of transport, don't they? Getting about a city if you live in a city. Well, I don't. I live in the country, and quite frankly, this is ideal for getting down these country roads. It's just lovely. Oh, Humpback Bridge. Haha, marvellous. Of course, when I was a kid, scooters were the enemy. But now, I find myself looking at them and thinking, yeah, that's a nice form of transport. Get to work, get out and about, go see friends, go for a ride, go to the seaside, everything. Just like a motorbike, 2 wheels, got to stick together. And yeah, it's a miserable day today, but wouldn't it be nice just going down these lanes in summer? Can you imagine, with that sun shining? It'd be wonderful. Handling, it handles like a scooter. It goes where you want it to, and as long as you're not going too fast, you're going to be alright. Now down here you've got to watch it because the road's quite narrow and traffic comes whizzing up it. Yeah, so this old road here is bumpy as hell. So it'll be interesting to see how these smaller wheels cope with this sort of road. There we go, no trouble, uphill, just pulls away. So yeah, I guess price comes into it, and I think they're about £6,000. They vary because there's various levels of fit and finish. Yeah, this being the GTS has lots of chrome and stuff. Yeah, they're not the old 2-stroke scooters that we remember, but let's get it up here and have a little look at it. So I'll just pop it there, indicator off, engine off, that's off, side stand down, got a centre stand of course, comes with a centre stand, keyless ignition. Let's have a little look. There you go. Oh, Vespa 300 GTS. Marvellous little thing. Right, here we are. Vespa 300 GTS in like a beigey colour with lots of chrome. Looks quite smart, quite classy. Yeah. These marvellous mirrors. What else? Oh, rear foot pegs. Just like that. Marvellous. If you've got Mrs. Tame on the back, on this dead comfy seat with plenty of room, and you can get a rack on it and all sorts of things. Yeah. Pop that back. You've got a little carrying hook here for hanging a bag on or whatever. If you turn that on, open that, place in there for your phone and stuff. Dead easy. Close that, turn that off. And the seat, you open the seat like that. That just pops up. Get a helmet in there. Fuel, the lot. Excellent. All the switches feel really nice, and the dash isn't unpleasant, is it? Grips feel nice. Of course, it's got a centre stand. Yeah, and all that leg protection, just lovely. It's got disc brake on the front, disc brake on the back. Yeah, just perfect. Grab rail, everything you want. I reckon Mrs. Tamer would love going out on one of these. Yeah, but there you go. Vespa 300 GTS, just wonderful. Right, here we are, back on board. Turn it on, keyless ignition. Here at Hawley Castle, by the way, I don't forget, you'll probably recognise it. This is just the moat. The castle's no longer there. It went about 500 years ago, something like that. What I'm going to do the senses test. Yeah. Oh, look at that, dead easy. Yeah, let's get going. And I think we'll go back this way. Marvellous. Look at that, it's so easy, so nippy. And we're off. Should let that dog out of the way. Marvellous. Right, so I'm going to do the senses test, but first of all, well, not first of all, I'm going to go down onto the A14. Yeah, see what it's like. Oh, we've got a car coming. But yeah, let's talk about the senses test. So to taste, well, you know I'm not going to taste it, but this has got to be some sort of salted caramel latte, I reckon. That's what this would be. Yeah, or a caramel cappuccino, something like that. One of those specials that you get in a coffee shop. Or making it dirty for them. Yeah, it goes so well, so easily, and it rides the bumps as well, you know, dead comfy. It doesn't throw you about too much, which is what I remember of scooters. Yeah, so go steady down here in case a car comes. Yeah, so now we're into Weatherden, and I guess we need to talk about smell. Well, it's a new scooter, engine's tucked down behind, can't really smell that. Just smells of the environment, yeah, which from where I am is just countryside, so that's what it smells of. With all these speed limits and everything, this is probably ideal, isn't it? You know, you don't need any more power, that's for sure. Yeah. Then what we've got to look at, what does it look like? Well, it looks like a Vespa. I know. As opposed to a Lambretta. Lambretta I always think of as being a bit longer, a bit more stretched out. Vespas tend to be a bit more bulbous, I think, anyway. Yeah. If you don't like scooters, you won't like this. I don't know what the speed limit is here. We're coming into a 20, so we'll best slow down a little bit. yeah, so if you don't like the look of a scooter, you won't like it. It's as simple as that. So you won't get past that. I would suggest though that even if you don't like scooters, you give one a go, because you might be surprised. You might think, do you know what, that's a right hoot, because I think they are a right hoot. Look at these marvellous dogs. Yeah, wonderful. So yeah, to look at, to touch and feel, well, it's all metal. What, you know, I can't say no more than that, really. It's good quality. Everything seems to work really well, even over sunken drains like that. Yeah. You've seem to have more time to think of other things, because all you're doing really is twisting and going. Yeah. So that's to quality. I don't think there's any problem with the quality. I don't know how many miles they do. Actually, I know some people do a hell of a lot of miles on them. But there you go. I don't know is the answer. As far as I'm aware, they're pretty reliable. And then sound, well, yeah, it sounds like a scooter, I'm afraid. Not an old scooter from my youth, but like a modern scooter. You've got a motor, you can hear the motor. Does it sound like a hairdryer? No. I've heard Mrs. Tame's hairdryer. It doesn't sound anything like Mrs. Tame's dryer, which actually sounds like a jet now. Yeah, ha. So that's it, except for the sixth sense. How does it make me feel? Well, I could really do with one of these for going to work on. Yeah, on the rainy days, I think I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, wonderful. But sometimes I like to go on the A14 if I'm pushed for time. And what I want to know is, what's this like on the A14? Now, this is going to be limited, I can tell you, because there's roadworks and what have you. So whether I'll get up to anywhere near like motorway speeds, I don't know. But let's go and give it a go. We'll find out. Brakes, once again, because I haven't really had to use them that much. I haven't mentioned them much, but they seem absolutely fine. But so see if we can get onto the A14 without any problem. No problem at all. Yeah, so I'll bring you back later. So the main thing I wanted to know about taking it on the A14 is, obviously we're not doing the 70 that I'd anticipated, but you're more exposed, you know, with faster traffic, and I wanted to see how stable it is, and it's rock solid, just sits there, no trouble at all. Oh, fuel lights come on. So this is what I wanted to know about now, and there we are, 70 miles an hour, pretty stable, no problems at all. Yeah. Well, we do need to come off here. Yeah. A real useful bike is what I would say. Yeah, dead easy to ride, dead comfortable. very practical. Yeah, but I've got to take it back. I'd really like to have something like this for a week or so, to see what it's like going in and out of work. I'm sure it'd be absolutely ideal. I'm almost sure of it. Yeah. But here we are, back at Mototechniks. Yeah, wonderful place. Everyone always says, Tame, you're so spoilt having all those wonderful dealers just on your door. And I know, you don't have to tell me. Let's get this stopped here and we'll have one last look at it. Side stand down. Oh, yeah, cuts out automatically. Ignition off. Let's have a the ignition off. Let's have a little look at it. There you go, Vespa 300 GTS here at Mototechniks. Yeah, Yamaha, Piaggio, Vespa, Aprilia, Moto Guzzi. And what a wonderful little bike they are. Yeah.